Hello everyone, so Rob Edwards has spoken. There's some news about Jhon Arias and a big club, the club I don't like. Kind of want Joao Gomes. We'll get into all that today, but first of all, I just want to say thank you because, as you may have seen, I went on Sky Sports News, and that is mad within itself, but I just want to say if it wasn't for you like watching this channel, liking, subscribing, I would never get opportunities like that. So honestly, thank you very much, and I hope I did okay, despite forgetting to flip my camera, but, you know, I'm learning. Anyway, let's start. We'll leave the juicy Rob Edwards stuff to a little bit later on in the clip, but let's start with Jhon Arias. Now, this news came out of nowhere Thursday. It just started being quoted everywhere in Portuguese, I think it would be, wouldn't it? And people were translating it. In a nutshell, he regrets moving to Wolves and England, and I don't blame him, to be honest. It's been a little bit of a disaster. He had like one good appearance against Spurs, didn't he? Particularly second half, and apart from that, don't think he's got a goal or an assist in the Premier League for Wolves. He's really struggled. He's not showed any of the type of form he'd show for Fluminense, especially in the Club World Cup, and it's been a disaster, really. I think if he leaves, there's quotes saying that he don't really want to go back to South America or Brazil because he'll see it as a step down. If he does leave, which it could be January, you never know, because we might be juggling our squad about, he wants to go somewhere else in Europe, and I think he's a bit worried he might lose his place in the Colombia squad for the World Cup. So I was quite shocked to see him come out now at this point. We've just been, you know, got a new manager in Rob Edwards, but there we go. He's not really been a fan favourite, has he, Jhon Arias? He hit the bar against Burnley, but I won't mind if he moves on, and this has been a disaster, and I didn't see it coming. I honestly thought he'd be okay. Obviously, I didn't think he'd be on the level of Cunha, but I thought he'd be better than he has been. In other news, just to get this out of the way before we get to the Rob Edwards stuff as well, allegedly, Man United want Joao Gomes. He is on their shortlist, and again, this one probably will turn his head. I know he signed a long-term deal recently, and he's kind of our vice-captain, isn't he? He's one of the leadership group. But he struggled this season, to be fair, Joao Gomes, but I'd be gutted if he left. I do love him, and when he's on his game, he's one of our best players by a mile. So hopefully, they've already stole Cunha off us. Hopefully, if things improve, we can keep hold of him in January. But if we go down, unfortunately, I do believe he will be moving on, and it probably will be to a team like Man United. So it's going to be a big shake-up next summer if we do go down, which obviously looks likely at the moment, unless Rob Edwards can keep us up. Now, before I get on to what he said, let's just go through the timeline a little bit. And obviously, there's been that huge backlash. I did a video on it the other day. But just to stick up for Edwards a little bit again, let's just play this clip of him talking when he was Luton manager, when he was coming back to Molyneux to play us.
It's a special club for me personally. I think 4 years as a player and you know, a long time then as a coach in many different roles. So yeah, it's a club that I know well. Still know a lot of people there, and a lot of my best friends still now that I have today from my time there as well. So yeah, nice to see them, but you know, it's business. That's what it is.
Yes, so that proves how much he loves Wolves. So Middlesbrough fans, calm down a bit. I know you still think he's Judas and a rat, but he arrived around 11 o'clock, I believe it was Wednesday time. And then Wolves announced it after showing all the clips of him walking in, meeting all the old friends and staff at around 2 p.m. Harry Watlin's also going to join him as his assistant, so he leaves Middlesbrough too and comes with him. And I just want to play what Sir Jeff Shee said about him on the official Wolves podcast. This is what he had to say.
I know him very well, and I have seen his growth, and I have seen the performance for him to be in different jobs and different clubs. And also, he's a very good person, and he knows the club very well. He knows the culture here, he knows the city very well. He knows the fans very well.
Yeah, so the usual waffle from Jeff Shee. Let's be honest. It's the first time we've heard him speak, though, isn't it? Since his interview in the summer where he said we had a good window. Also, Matt Jackson, who is going to replace Domenico Tete as sporting director. He was like head of player development or whatever, but we always promote from within when we lose sporting directors, don't we? Jeff don't seem to want to go and get someone else. So this is what Matt Jackson had to say, and he was quite candid and honest about the failures of the recruitment.
discipline put into them. It's tough in the Premier League, it's tough to learn in the Premier League, and we've got lots of inexperienced players for the level, and I think that's shown in the results. Not necessarily shown in all of the performances, but it's shown in the results, and ultimately it is a results game, which is why we have the change of staff. But we now need to get that belief into the players quickly. We definitely need to be held accountable, obviously, from the paying public, and they absolutely have that right, but hopefully they can channel their best energies into creating an atmosphere at the Molineux that really helps the players. And certainly, particularly in the first half at Chelsea, I'd imagine the players were drawing on that because they gave their best of efforts.
Yeah, so I thought he spoke quite well there, actually, Matt Jackson. You know, they've got to take accountability. It hasn't gone too well. He admitted our squad is very inexperienced in the Premier League, and I've seen Jeff Shee and Fosun have said they've made another mistake. They keep admitting they make these mistakes, but it's almost too late, isn't it? Because we may be paying the full price for it now. Rob Edwards himself actually did respond to the backlash from the media and the Middlesbrough fans in a statement on his Instagram. I'll just put it up on screen now. I'm sure you've already seen it, but in a nutshell, he basically said he would not have left Middlesbrough for any other club. It's just because it's Wolves, which hopefully in time Middlesbrough fans will understand his connection, because I don't think they do at the moment. They're still fuming. But good words from Rob. It must be tough for him. I bet it was tough for him to leave Middlesbrough, the situation they were in, and he seemed to enjoy it up there. But their loss is our gain, and let's hope it goes well. So now let's just react to Rob Edwards' first interview with Wolves, and here's what he had to say, and I'll react to it.
Hi there, it's Future Me. The Rob Edwards interview has just dropped, and first of all, he spoke about how much of an honour it is to actually get the Wolves job, and how he always wanted it.
Wanted this job, and you don't know if it's ever going to come along ever again, and the opportunity was there right now. Jeff spoke about this reset opportunity now as a chance for us still, of course. I know that it's going to be difficult, but there's an opportunity for us to maintain our Premier League status this year and then grow and continue to grow and build as well. So short term, that's got to be our aim. We've got to try and find results. And then long term, let's look to try and to build something again, build on our identity and a connection with everybody again. And yeah, those have been the conversations. I'm just relishing the opportunity now.
Yeah, well said there. Nice to hear. I think we all knew that, didn't we? Which, as we know, Middlesbrough fans are not happy to hear him say this stuff, because he said a similar thing when he joined them, but we know he means it with us. He loves us. And then another clip I want to play from the interview, which was a great interview that went on for 10 minutes long, was him talking about the fans and what he wants from them going forward.
Supporters will travel a long way, spend a lot of money. They want to support the team. They want to see the team win and be successful. They only want the team to be successful, that's it. And obviously over this last decade or so, we've seen a lot of good, some top players and a lot of really good times. And at the moment, like I said, we're in a difficult position. So I get the frustration, but what's going to help us moving forward now is everyone pulling in the same direction. And you know, if everyone can see now total effort, us leaving it all out there and playing for the badge and playing for pride and showing commitment and effort and spirit, fight and determination. If we can do that, then I think everyone will be able to get on board with that.
Well said, Rob. That's all we can do as fans now. We know we're not getting on with Jeff Shee at the moment, but we've got to back Rob Edwards. We probably will go down, but you never know. You never know. And he's got the right attitude, and I'm sure he can get a tune out of these players. And come on, boys. I hope you enjoyed this video a bit longer than usual, but please like the video. Please subscribe, everybody. And yeah, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Up the Wolves.